What's up, Super Playaz? This is your host Tony G, bringing you another market watch. And it's not Monday, but it's Tuesday because I just got back from Battle Hour and some of the cards just skyrocketed because of the world champion now. Huge shout outs to him and repping, I believe it was Italy that took the W, and it has the world's greatest player currently. And so if you like these type of videos, definitely hit that like button, comment down below, and be subscribed for more awesome market watches. And of course, it's not on Monday, but it's Tuesday because I just flew back in from Battle Hour. And so obviously I want to start talking about this. And I want to start off with Son Goku and Vegeta Apex of Power, because we've seen the new reveals of the new set. Apex just skyrocketed again. I mean, he was sitting relatively low for a while at $731, and it just went bananas. It's sitting at almost $2,000, $1,100, $1,094, and $950 being the cheapest. I mean, I am in shock how expensive this card went up. And I mean, it was sitting at $731, so if you didn't get it at that price, you are gonna be spending an extra $200-300 on it. But again, I didn't anticipate this to go up this quickly. But again, with the new Invoker leader Universe 7, Warriors of Universe 7, that leader card, Android 17, that you'll see at the end of this video, as well as we talk about this market watch as we keep going. But again, definitely check out eBay if this is the last price it was sold, or do your comparison. Again, definitely, I only look at TCG Player, and if you want me to look at eBay, definitely let me know in the comment section as well. But then again, we saw Trunks Vegeta take the W. We saw it come out with the newfound Gohan, Piccolo and Son Gohan, newfound Might Ultimate Squad SCR came out of nowhere. This man just played it, drew into it, and he needed that last card, his money card right here. And again, a card that was sitting relatively low, 180, but it's just gone up by like $40-50. I mean, that's a big chunk, and it's been bought out. And again, this card was sitting at a pretty relatively low price of like 140 for a while, and then it dropped. It went up again, and is just continuously going up. And again, it's one of the most represented card in yellow, of course, so it's one of the best cards in the set. And yeah, so sitting at 189 being the cheapest, and 200 and something, and not that many listings anymore. I mean, 205 is the next cheapest, and then again, relatively expensive now. And then we have the other SCRs that were highly represented in this event, obviously Piccolo and Son Gohan. And then we have for blue, which was Son Gohan Beyond the Ultimate Fighter's Ambition, another great card. It's going up and it goes down. It's just been going up and down like crazy. And because it was one of the most represented SCRs in the event of Battle Hour, I mean, of course, it got bought out, and the cheapest listing is $315, and it's going back up again. And not only that, we saw Evil Saiyan Malice made flesh, another great SCR that saw some representation in a lot of black decks. Especially I saw Mekikabura, I saw, I believe, Supreme Kai Time make it to the top cut, and obviously you're seeing one of the most utilized SCR for black, which is this behemoth of a card sitting at 180, and now it's sitting at $600, being the most expensive, and it's going up again. I mean, it was sitting at relatively cheap price for a while. It was sitting at like 150 not too long ago, or less than that, and now it's gone up again because of we seen it represented in the top cut at the world qualifiers. And again, the other SCR that was represented in a lot of decks, which was SSB Kaioken, we saw it with Andrew Duvall's deck. I believe he was using it, and a few others that were topping at the world qualifiers. And yeah, we saw it pretty amazing. It was another represented SCR, and look at it being a 140, 650 being the most expensive, and again, one of the most represented SCRs for blue. This and Son Gohan, they were both, I think this is like the cheaper alternative, but it still does a lot of damage, and you can pretty much kill if your opponent does not have an answer for this guy. And then we go on to the next card is Rush Attack SSB Vegeta Zenkai Cup card. It's insane. I don't know how, like, it just quadrupled. I'm kidding, it doubled in price, but it was sitting at 198. Actually, it was cheaper than that last time I checked. It was like 170, and it just skyrocketed. It's insane how much it is. It's sitting at 387, and again, I didn't expect this card to go that much higher, but it did, and it's sitting at $387. Again, check eBay as well, guys, if it's not listed at this price. I mean, you could get it for a lot cheaper, maybe. And then we got Oolong. Greed is good. Another great card that yellow utilizes, and it's been bought out. It just does so much for so little. It's a Z card. Not only that, you copy your opponent's skills, which is pretty nuts. And yeah, it's pretty insane. It's a very powerful card. And then we want to talk about the new cards that are, well, not the new cards, but the new cards revamped Invoker. And we're seeing a skyrocket in pricing of some of these cards, like Royal Condemnation being one of those cards that just went up an insane amount. It was sitting at, like, I believe $20 something not too long ago. I think 25, and now it's sitting at 34, and it's getting bought out again. Another card that's getting bought out. And then if you want the cheaper version of it, SR, it's getting bought out as well, guys. I mean, there's not that many listings of it. There's only 2 pages when there used to be more. And again, it was sitting at $8, it was actually cheaper than that. I thought it was $5, and now it's doubled in price. So it's sitting at $12.19. If you want the SPR version, $34. If you want the SR version, it's $12, a third of its price, but it's up to you guys. And then we got Ultra Instinct Son Goku Energy Explosion, another great card. It was sitting relatively cheap, and it's slowly creeping up. And again, not that many listings. Again, it's getting bought out, guys. It was sitting at $11 or $10, and now it's $16, $15, and $20 is probably going to be the minimum you'll pay with more people posting it. But again, check out eBay. I don't want to just be TCG player, but see if you could get it cheaper in eBay. And then we have Ultra Instinct Son Goku Universal Impulse, another great card, gold stamp from the starter deck, and it's getting bought out too. There's so many cards that are getting bought out in Invoker, and it's slowly creeping up. I mean, I think this is still relatively cheap if you want to get into it and you want to build the Invoker deck, but it's going to be relatively expensive in the next few weeks because the Invoker deck or the new Invoker deck, which is Android 17, just got a huge boost. And then, of course, we saw the World Champ slam this amazing behemoth of a card. If you don't have an answer for this guy, he's just going to do so much damage to your opponent. And Frieza Divine Transformation, it was the MVP card, I would say, of the World Championship qualifiers. And not only that, as well as the World Champ now. He slammed it down, and opponents don't really have an answer to it. And so this card is phenomenal. It got him the W. And this card is sitting at relatively cheap, 65 cents, and it's slowly going up in price because, of course, the World Champ won pretty much most of his games with this card and defended very well with it and was able to do so much damage. So again, it was sitting at 65 cents, and now it's at $6. That's an extreme jump, and there was a few cards that got bought out, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think stay tuned. I'm going to transition into the World Championship cards. I'm going to give you my thoughts on some of them, and you let me know what your thoughts are on some of them as well. Do you feel like it's going to be an expensive card? Do you feel like it'll be cheap? I don't know. Let me know, and let's see. And here we go, guys. This is the video right here of some of the cards that I think are going to be worth money. I think Vegeta's going to be worth money. Let me know which one you think may be the cheapest and which one may be the most expensive. But I've seen some of these leaders go for an insane price. Android 18, Android 20. They're roughly going out for $40 to $50 from what I saw on Facebook. Majin Buu is one of those cards that is relatively cheaper based on the information I saw on Facebook. But Android 21, one of the most sought out cards, the most expensive I saw, which was $160. And I think this one, Pepperoni, is also another great card. It's, I think, one of the cheaper ones as well that I saw, which was going for like $30, $40. And Son Goku SS4, the green leader, which was going about $50, $60, if I'm not mistaken, from all the listings I saw. This Cumber card is going for over $170 from what I saw as well from different listings. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. And this Android 17 is an insane. I saw a listing for $200 for this bad boy. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And like we always say, everybody, And from your host, Tony G, like always, y'all stay super.